Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the How To series. Today we're gonna do Stella. Stella, yeah. Lots of you probably don't know who Stella is. We did talk about her in the patch rework. I know Childish has been giving her a twirl. I have as well. Stella is the water assassin. So, let's start with the basic, skill rundown. Defense break. First attack, 75% skilled up. Simple. It's not a double attack, it's just straight up hit, very fast animation, which is nice. Death verdict. Branding. Branding is a rather rare, because it's new, it's a rather rare debuff. A lot of units have it, but not enough. Not as many as defense break. And the two prominent ones for dungeon farming that have it, or three, is like Stella, Karanthir, whatever his name is, the Water Barbarian King, and Shihua. Those are the three that, and obviously Cad is, for example, Dark Vampire, but yeah, right, yeah. Anyway, again, 75% activation rate, fully skilled, and 3-turn cooldown, which is really nice. And this one, 4-turn cooldown, 7 hits, 10% attack bar down each. On each hit you can be resisted, that's okay. Like, she gains accuracy when she awakens, so it's not that hard to get some accuracy at least in her. And yeah, those are the basic skills. She has 3 amazing utility skills. Like, right away you can see this is a very good raid unit. The reason this hasn't been the norm before is that this skill, you see 7 hits according to your attack speed. Before the patch, you needed like 300 attack speed to do this, to do 7 hits. Like, for 6 you needed 280 or something. It was stupid, right? It's so hard to get those numbers. Like, why would you do that for Stella? I mean, she's not even that great, right? But now, they reduced the cap to a lot. They reduced it down to 241, I think it is. I think it's 241 for the 7 hits, at least 241, and that obviously includes leader skills, totems, everything. So let's see her stats. Mine's stats. You see I have 212 speed on her. You'll see the runes in a minute. What that does is 212 plus leader skills, if we're using Verd, or like a 24% skill in Raid, or even an attack speed buff like Bernard, which is 33% base speed increase. All those will easily get her to above 241, including obviously the 15% from my totem, which is maxed. So any kind of speed increase gets her over 241. Even if she doesn't get any speed increase, my totem alone gets her pretty close. And, she needs just a little boost, maybe with some grindstones, that will improve. Let's go to runes. Swift. A lot of people would argue for Violent, because she has 3 amazing skills with relatively low cooldowns when max skilled. But I would rather get if I could get the stats that she has, you'll notice that this rune is not max, so she gets another 17. She has 150 crit damage, right? Which is when this is maxed. So I would rather... It's hard to get those crit stats and accuracy and crit damage and speed and attack and some HP for raids and some defense if possible. So it's, it's too many stats to juggle while also having Violent. And she has a relatively decent base speed, like 102. Just average as far as Summoner's War is concerned. So the extra 25.2 that she gets from Swift set is pretty big. Like, it's a pretty nice increase to have. Obviously, you can get those stats with Violent. You can get her to 220 with Violent, with good crit rate maybe, but then with crit damage, or you can go speed crit rate attack instead of speed crit damage attack that I've gone. All those are good options, obviously, and if you can, Violent is probably a better set. Right, but on this unit, it is definitely super duper important that you get good, good stats, a good speed on, but also good DPS stats. So she has various uses. I can't wait for today. I'm gonna try to use her in Guild Wars and maybe feature her in the Guild Wars video later this week. But for starters, let's go with a use that I've recently just tried out, and it is dragons. She is replacing Hua in my lineup. Obviously, I have done like about 50 runs. I have failed one. I have failed one run, but I have been lucky, and this has happened with the Hua comp as well before. Like 50 runs, one fail. The thing is, these runs look a lot more stable, and also they look like I know that they can improve a lot because of the skill ups. Like she has 6 turns cooldown in her third skill right now. She will have 4. She can easily do it once, and then she can get 3 turns and do it again on the boss. Now she can't really do that. She will have more turns in her second skill as well. So for starters, let's go over like why she makes sense in dragons instead of Hua. First of all, she's naturally rune swift. Obviously we said that violent is also good, but naturally she's rune swift. Whereas Hua, if you have only one, you might want to rune her slow for necro and then just put a speed rune for raids if you use her. You know, Hua is very versatile, but she's also very needed in a lot of places. So she's hard to replace, and Stella does a decent job of that. Spectra just failed all his skills now, but let's see if they can do it. Anyway, so see branding, 19k without attack speed buff on the ambush skill. Let's see. Anyway. She also works. The cooldowns will also work very well with Dark, whereas because he reduces cooldowns every time he brings someone with him. Whereas with Hua, the reduced cooldown didn't really, do much. Yeah, she could use his second skill more, but whereas with Stella, the value of Tark's third skill increases through the roof. The other reasons she does very well in dragons is because she's water. So I've had quite a few runs where I'm at like 10% dragon HP. He does his thing. He obviously has immunity. He does his thing, and Stella doesn't die. Where Hua would have died because Hua is fire, but the dragon glances on Stella. That's another. Good. She also has better base stats than Hua. Like she has similar defense but more HP. Like, not much more, but enough to make a difference. Like 1,000 more HP. She also decreases the attack bar adequately. You also have Galleon and Spectra for that, but the potential 70% reduction from Stella every 4 turns if you skill her up, and I really do. I've started Devilmoning her, since I'm sure I'm not gonna get any Nat 5s ever. So fuck it. I'll just Devilmon Stella. So yeah, like every 4 turns, it's just crazy. The attack bar reduction is definitely enough. So if you're worried about that, no an issue. What else? Well, yeah. Also, unlike Hua, she is water. So we did say that's a good defensive thing, but it's also a good offensive thing, because what water gives her is a 15% extra chance to crit on the dragon. So that's even easier itemization, even easier runing, right? So yeah, that helps as well. You'll see now Spectra just fucked up his backlash, so this might be a fail. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, some of those runs are like, they could really be improved by better Spectra AI. Everyone, just if you using Spectra, go to the forums and support there was a post made by this is a fail. There was a post made by Kalisam, my leader in AV, where he asks for please fix Spectra AI like you did Bernard's, where he uses third skill, prioritizes it. And we'll see about that. Anyway, The final thoughts on Stella. Branding. It's ridiculous. I see my Bernard with 91%, my Spectra with 91% crit damage, doing like 27, 28k on the Dragon with defense break and branding on his second skill, you know. Like, Tark does 24k with attack buff, speed buff, and ambush. It's like the damage soars. So she's a pretty decent choice. Obviously, you really can use the skill ups. Like, the skill ups are basic. I think the first wipe, not this one, but the first wipe that I saw, I haven't done enough testing, but the first wipe that I saw was definitely due to skill ups. Like, she never used the third skill, she never got to use it before the immunity went up. And the Dragon went one more time than he would have, and shit. So, yeah. Come on, Spectre, use your third skill. Don't make me lose on video so much. Thank you, Spectre. See, and it's okay if you take a couple of hits. That goes for the Hua comp as well. But with a Hua comp, you never really get to take hits. So, yeah, see, the damage is stupid. See, 27 point something k. It's just... the damage is ridiculous. And the speed is about the same. Faster sometimes. And I think it will get only faster and faster with skill ups because the branding will land more, and the nuke she has will land more. So if you don't have Hua, there you go. Maybe you don't have Stella either, but she's a very decent addition. The one thing I'm worrying about free-to-play players, if you're rationing your Devilmons, I would probably lay back on this a bit because Wind HOH, I feel like it might be Tanya, the Wind Assassin. Unless they haven't released new monsters by then, and they might give another one. So the Wind one is not this month, not this week, next month. And I feel like the Wind one might be the Wind Assassin, so that's free skill ups. I don't think I'm gonna get anything worth it between now and then. And in a month I should be able to have skilled her up with POA Devilmons, Devilmon pack, and the Arena Devilmons. So I'm not that worried about it. If you're not, do the same. But yeah, this has been Stella. You see, she has a lot of improvements to be made. Like this one and this one should be maxed for dragons. Her damage will increase a lot. And there are grindstones to be done, but not too many. Like overall, this is a pretty complete Stella, at least for dragons for now. And I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some, you know, I don't know, inspiration to use new stuff. The next How to Stella will be next week. We're gonna do raids with her. Spoilers. I've done a lot of raid 5 with her. She does really well. She obviously needs my team in raids unfortunately still needs improvements, but you know, she works. And yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.